December 2nd, 2025. The first item on our agenda is Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America.
and to Thank you, everybody. The clerk will take the roll.
Commissioner Heinrich.
Here.
Commissioner Brassad. Here. Commissioner Reinert.
Here.
Commissioner Gamache.
Here.
Commissioner Schulte.
Here.
Commissioner Jepson. Here. Commissioner Meisner.
Here.
And all here today. Item number 4. Consider accepting the regular claims paid over $500 and purchase card claims paid for the period ending November 14th, 2025. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
It's been moved by Commissioner Brassad. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Schulte. Any questions? Hearing none, this is a roll call vote.
Commissioner Brassad.
Aye.
Commissioner Reinert.
Aye.
Commissioner Gamache.
Aye.
Commissioner Schulte.
Aye.
Commissioner Jepson.
Aye.
Commissioner Meisner.
Aye.
Commissioner Heinrich.
Aye. And that passes unanimously. Item number 5 is to approve the approval of minutes from the November 12th, 2025 County Board meeting. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Commissioner Jepson. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Meisner. Any changes? Anybody saw? Okay. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain.
And Commissioner Schulte abstained. It passes by 6-1 with an abstention. Item number 6 is the chair's remarks. And this morning, we have one item under the chair's remarks today, and that is to recognize Facilities Management and Construction Department Director Andrew Dykstra for recently receiving not one, but 2 awards from the Minnesota City County Facility Management Association. The first is a Lifetime Achievement Award for outstanding contributions to facility management in Minnesota, recognizing Andrew's commitment to helping start the MCC FMA more than 10 years ago. The association has now grown to more than 120 members statewide. The association offers members a sense of community, providing space to share their knowledge, ideas, and experiences at quarterly meetings throughout the year. The other award Andrew received this year is the Outstanding Contributor of the Year Award for a mentorship program he helped start with the MCC FMA, and for his dedication, commitment, and service to the association. The mentorship program is 12 months long, and its purpose is to help engage members in developing their future and the future of local government facility managers in Minnesota. Congratulations, Andrew, on these awards, and thank you for your commitment to Anoka County. The floor is yours. Is?
Oh.
He was trying
5
to-
minutes, though. You only get 5 minutes.
Welcome, Andrew.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the board. My name is Andrew Dykstra, Director of Facilities here at Anoka County. And, you know, it's been a true privilege and an honor to serve in this capacity here at the county these last 17 years. And you all know what the very foundation of our department is, right? We do have a vision that is to be the best in the state of Minnesota. We do have a mission, and that mission is that we're here to provide that safe, clean, comfortable, well-maintained environment at the highest standard of excellence for both the citizens and employees of Anoka County. And we have core values. I mean, again, those are at the foundation. So shockingly, what do you think we focused on when me and a couple of guys got together, you know, those 10, 11 years ago? Yes. What's the mission going to be, right? What are going to be our objectives? And long story short, those are in place for that association, and those are what drive that, you know, across the state of Minnesota. So pretty cool to be a part of. I need to say thank you to Executive Director of AMC, Julie Ring, because we really, this is a kind of a grassroots type of thing, still is in some ways, but we needed administrative help and support. And so I gave Julie a call, and she said, absolutely, let's talk, Andrew. So long story short, we came to an agreement, and we have administrative help from AMC for all of what this is. And that really just kind of took it to the next level. We were like maybe 30, 40, 50. And now, like it was mentioned, over 120, you know, statewide, and it just continues to grow. I mean, it's unbelievable, kind of what's happening right now. it's just been an honor to be a part of all of that. And, you know, really the purpose of it is to come alongside of all our facilities folks that are around the entire state and just help them be a little more successful, right, in their location across our state. Can we be a little more efficient? Can we be a little more effective? And this Anoka County Facilities team has had significant impact on all of what's happened with that association. Jerry Koval, our assistant director, is in the room today. He's given numerous presentations to that association talking about the importance of long-term strategic thinking when it comes to our facilities, right? He has talked about the 10-year plan that feeds a 5-year plan that feeds the annual plan, right? He talks about minimizing expense on our long-term, all those type of things. And we've had a multitude of different cities and counties come to Anoka County, walk our buildings, ask questions about our program, and then go back to their locations and implement, you know, a couple of 3 things that they've taken away. It's been really cool that where a couple of counties even have restructured their entire departments to after the model that we have here at Anoka County. This is something very special that we have here, and I'm honored to be a part of it. The mentorship program. So we had talked about that a few years back and never gotten around to it, and so we decided about 2 years ago, we need to get after this. We've got people that are retiring, we've got open positions that are coming up, we've got to have good leadership and facilities ready to step into these roles. And so I had some ideas, a couple of other people had some ideas, but as you know, Corey Camp really kind of drives that mentorship program in the GFOA. And so I asked Corey, I said, can we spend some time together so I can, you know, talk about what it is that you do there? And so he shared all the materials with me and kind of took all that back to the education committee. And so a year and a half ago, we really developed and then implemented that. This past fall conference, just, you know, a month ago, we had 2 mentees that graduated, and I'm getting goosebumps, just that graduated from that program. How cool is that? Again, this is happening for the state of Minnesota, all benefiting the taxpayers of Minnesota, right? So it's just an honor to be a part of it, and really cool to see where it's come. Like I said, this department we have here at the county is pretty special. A lot of good people. I mentioned Jerry Koval. Just very thankful for him. And imagine a mentee having a mentor like a Jerry Koval to coach, teach, and train, and develop them from a leadership standpoint. I mean, it doesn't get better than that, right? And that's what's happening across our state. So thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. And I know that the commissioners have some words of thanks as well. Commissioner Reinert.
So I don't know how you do it. You make buildings exciting. You know, I don't know if it's a lot of theater classes you had over the younger part of your life, but
It's in there.
every time that I think I'm going to be falling asleep at some presentation about buildings, you make it exciting. And so, I mean, you bring props. I remember the time you brought a big chunk of concrete. That was over the top. But no, thank you for the work that you do. You're obviously excited about doing it, and you do a good job. And thank you for overachieving for Anoka County.
Thank you.
Commissioner Brasted.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yes, Andrew, I was first elected in 2012, and you were one of the first people I first met. And I have loved your passion from day one. You know, if you're not doing something that brings you that much passion, look somewhere else, because you just live your job, and every taxpayer, every employee, anyone coming in and out of our buildings gets to see how good you are at it. So thanks for that passion.
Thank you.
Commissioner Meisner.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Chair. And this is going to sound also redundant. I echo these sentiments, but I am just so thrilled that you are recognized for this. Like Commissioner Brasted was saying, you were one of the first people that I really connected with when I was a new commissioner, and you are a visionary, 100%. But more than that, you know, you have strategy, you have work ethic. So those things are kind of rare. I mean, sometimes you can have vision, but maybe not the strategy. And then I will also say the culture that you set, and Jerry, for your entire team, it is all the way from top to bottom, bottom up. just the way that you kind of, want it. So congratulations. And yeah, this is exciting that you're able to kind of spread your examples and your modeling to the whole state of Minnesota. That's fantastic.
Commissioner Jepson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Well, Andrew, we have worked together in some capacity or another for about 12 or 13 years. And from day one, the respect and the professionalism that you bring to every situation that you're in, whether it's super small or really, really big, it's always there. It's always consistent. And with that leadership and that leadership style trickles down to the rest of your staff. And that's why you have amazing staff that you do, because it's a true reflection, not just on their knowledge, their education, but your leadership in pulling out that professionalism and that respect. So I just want to thank you. This, I think, is an amazing award, but I do want to mention, I ask you a question. Lifetime achievement, I hope you're not yet done achieving all the things that you want to accomplish, and it will remain within the county for many more years to come.
So Andrew,
Wait, can he answer that question?
Oh,
Life left to live in him.
I'll just say thank you, Commissioner. Yep.
Sticks around, he'll get another plaque.
Yeah.
Yep.
Andrew, it's been brought up here by everybody, but the team that you have around you and that you've helped create and foster and empower to work with all the different constituents in the county is so impressive. And I just want to mention this because I think the public might see you and think the government center, and yet there's the Human Services Building, there are the libraries, there's Sheriff's Office, there's all of the facilities, anything that is county government. You help create the space for us to do our work. And so you have an amazing team that includes Kathy and David and Jerry and Keith and Kim and Linda and Mike and Terry and many, 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 many more. You work with our architects, you work with our contractors, you work with our subcontractors, and you balance the tensions that exist, not only the financial tensions that we're all under as electeds, but you balance the tensions even between the needs of departments in such a nice way, because, I'll just give an example to the public here. If there's space on a floor and the county attorney's office needs to expand, but public health needs to expand too, or IT needs to expand, you have to work with all those different interests and help it work for all of them. And you do it very skillfully, and your team, Jerry and others, do it very skillfully, and frankly have guided us to help make the right decisions so that we can work better together as a county. So thank you very much. It's well-deserved.
Commissioner Schulte.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Andrew, obviously I was here when you first started.
A lot of miles on your shoes, yes.
The deferred maintenance that was here when you first got here was pretty incredible. And you've overcome that with your 10-year plan that feeds the 5-year plan that feeds the annual. And I want to thank you for that. It's changed how we do business. But more than that, as the former president of AMC, I want to thank you on behalf of the 86 other counties. This award represents what you've brought to them, an opportunity for them to see what you can create. And that's important to them. Notwithstanding the one episode in the freight elevator. That aside, thank you, Andrew. You've done a world of good for Anoka County and the rest of Minnesota. Congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Andrew. As they all have explained, just the passion that you bring, it's always refreshing, and it's always exciting to hear what's coming up, and we know we're in good hands, and we really appreciate that with your team. It's just been fantastic. So congratulations on this award, these 2 awards that you were very much deserved, and just want to give you a round of applause. So.
Yeah, so one more thing I need to say is I also need to say thank you to all of you for your support to allow something like this to happen. Again, I talk about all the things that are happening, and it's truly a team effort. I also need to say a thank you to Dee Goodman. She's been my boss here the last couple of years, and just her allowing me to do what I did with that whole mentorship program too has meant a lot. So we're all in this thing together, and truly we're all having an impact across this entire state in this area. So thank you very much.
Great job. Thank you again, Andrew. We'll move down to the Committee of the Whole recommendations, and we'll start off with our Government Ops Committee and Intergovernmental and Community Relations with Commissioner Reinhardt.
Okay, so we've got 3 items before you today to consider from our Midwest Medical Examiner's Office. And the first one is to consider renewing the agreements between Anoka County, DBA Midwest Medical Examiners, and the following counties for a per-case agreement, and that's Beltrami County, Burnett County in Wisconsin, Chippewa, Itasca, Candy, Ojai, Lac Pearl, Lake, Lincoln, Pope, Swift, Yellow Medicine, and Pine. And I guess I'll make a motion to approve.
Do you want to do all of them as a consent? You want to keep
Oh,
going?
yeah, why
Okay.
don't we do them all? Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the next one is consider renewing the agreements between Anoka County, DBA Midwest Medical Examiner's Office, and the following counties for a per capita agreement, and that's Rice County and Wright County. And then our third item is contract with LifeSource, and this is a contract renewal to consider renewing agreements between Anoka County and the Midwest Medical Examiner's Office and Life Science, which will include facility fees and include VertiQ and eye transplant integration. Basically, what this is about, the above Oregon Procurement Organization rents our facility per use for tissue and eye donation. They are now seeking renewal with future integration into our case management to streamline donor referrals and lower our call volume. And I wish, we had our one and only Shane Sheets here, but he's not. I'm assuming this is just to expedite, I guess, the service and this activity. And with that, I'll make a motion to approve all 3 of these items.
So we'll start with these 3. We've got the motion. Do I have a second? Seconded by Commissioner Schulte, moved by Commissioner Reinhardt. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, oops, this is a roll call vote.
Aye.
Commissioner Gamache.
Aye.
Commissioner Schulte.
Aye.
Commissioner Jepson.
Aye.
Commissioner Meisner.
Aye.
Commissioner Heinrich.
Aye.
Commissioner Brassad.
Aye.
Unanimously. We have 2 more items, item number 4 and item number 5, Commissioner?
Yeah, so next one is an IT item, and that's,
No, you got
2 more medical exams.
renew on,
Page 2.
yep, page 2.
Contract with the U of M.
oh. I'm not seeing it here. All right, let's do this. Yeah, why aren't those on my eye? Anyway, this number 4 is renew contract number C007729 with the University of Minnesota. Lions gift of signal for rental fees at the Midwest Medical Examiner's facility for tissue and eye donation at $500 per case. Contract will commence January 1st, 2026 for 1 year and automatically renew for 2 two-year terms. And number 5 is to amend contract number C0011-204 between Midwest Medical Examiner's Office facility and SGI to include their annual rate, oh, it almost disappeared on me, increase of 1.5% per year, which equals an annual increase of $1,680 per year for plantation services from $111,600 to $113,280.
Do I have a motion on that?
So moved.
Moved by Commissioner Schulte, seconded by Commissioner Brassad. Thanks. This is a roll call vote.
Commissioner Gamache.
Aye.
Commissioner Schulte.
Aye.
Commissioner Jepson.
Aye.
Commissioner Meisner.
Aye.
Commissioner Heinrich.
Aye.
Commissioner Brassad.
Aye.
Commissioner Reinhardt.
Aye.
And that passes unanimously. Now we'll move down to information technology. We have one item to approve a vendor award with Insight Public Sector. for the managed collaboration, voice and video services for 3 years in the amount of $133,595 with a 5% budget contingency of $6,680 for a total not to exceed $140,275. And I will move that. Do I have a second?
Second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Jepson. Any comment, discussion? This is a roll call vote.
Commissioner Schulte,
Aye.
Commissioner Jepson,
Aye.
Commissioner Meisner,
Aye.
Commissioner Heinrich,
Aye.
Commissioner Brassad,
Aye.
Commissioner Reinert,
Aye.
Commissioner Gamache.
Aye, and that passes unanimously. We'll move down to facilities management with Commissioner Jepson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. There are 2 contracts up for approval for the consent agenda under facilities management. The first is for the approval of contract C0012020. This contract is with Pump and Meter Services for $685,699.96 with a standard 10% contingency totaling $70,000. The project will cover the complete replacement of the county's existing fueling station located at the Highway Transportation Building. The work will include the removal and proper disposal of the existing fuel island, fuel pumps, overhead canopy, modern fuel dispensers, updated monitoring and metering systems, and double-walled underground storage tanks. Prior to installing the new equipment, the site will be assessed for any environmental contamination. Any necessary spill remediation or soil cleanup will be conducted in accordance with the MPCA regulatory requirements. The final item on the consent agenda is for approval of contract C0012023 with CJC Construction in the amount of $198,400. Just a little bit of background. So during the 2024 legislative session, legislators established a direct payment to Anoka County in the amount of $400,000 to be used to reconstruct, remodel a certain designated area in the Blaine Human Services Building, which is leased by Achieve Services. So we are the pass-through of these dollars, and with the work of our facilities management department, they are working with Achieve Services to remodel that area. Now, there's a huge difference between $400,000 and what we're approving today. And so those additional dollars will be used for the remodeling and to fulfill the needs that Achieve Services has in their space. Just out of an abundance of caution, they didn't know where the bids were going to come in at, so they scaled down the quote a little bit. And so they'll make sure to spend this money wisely as intended. So with that, Mr. Chair, I will offer up for approval those 2 contracts.
Thank you, Commissioner Jepson. Do I have a second?
Second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Schulte.
Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Heinrich.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd like to request that we take these contracts separately.
Okay,
I intend to abstain on the pump and meter
Okay.
contract, as they have been, we've worked together in the past, and who knows if we'll work again in the future. So to avoid any possible innuendo, I'd appreciate to take these separately. Thank you,
excellent.
Mr. Chair.
We will do that. So Commissioner Jepson, you want to make one, or on the first one, item 7?
Yes, I would like to make a motion to approve contract C0012020.
Second.
It's been moved by Commissioner Jepson, seconded by Commissioner Schulte. We'll move just on this one first, and this is a roll call vote.
Commissioner Jepson,
Aye.
Commissioner Meisner,
Aye.
Commissioner Heinrich,
Abstain.
Commissioner Brassad,
Aye.
Commissioner Reinert,
Aye.
Commissioner Gamache,
Aye.
Commissioner Schulte.
Aye.
And that passes 6 with 1 abstention. Item number 8, Commissioner Jepson.
Yes, I would like to move for approval of contract C0012023.
Second.
It's been moved by Commissioner Jepson, seconded by Commissioner Schulte. This is a roll call vote.
Commissioner Meisner,
Aye.
Commissioner Heinrich,
Aye.
Commissioner Brassad,
Aye.
Commissioner Reinert,
Aye.
Commissioner Gamache,
Aye.
Commissioner Schulte,
Aye.
Commissioner Jepson.
Aye.
And that passes unanimously. Thank you, Commissioner Heinrich, for bringing that up. Informational items, we did have a discussion in that meeting and some information about the proposed Anoka County user fees, and those will be part of our public hearing today. Item number 8 coming up, so I just wanted to mention that that came through this committee that day and had some discussion with all the commissioners. Anything else from anyone else from that one? Okay. We'll move on to Human Services. Commissioner Meisner.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Committee of the Whole for Human Services met on November 18th at 8:30 a.m. I was actually absent, and I would like to take a moment to thank our chair for doing this meeting, as well as the rest of my colleagues. I have been out for a couple of weeks due to the passing of my father, and I really appreciate the time that allowed me to be with my family. Before I actually, and I'm sorry, I don't believe that there was any public comments for that. Anyone may make a public comment towards me via email at mandy.meisner@anokacounty.mn.gov. And on our slate today is a lot of contracts and renewal of contracts. Before I start into that, I did just want to talk really quickly or preference this. First of all, thank you to everyone that came last night to the Truth in Taxation. We had a room full of people. Part of that conversation and the comments were about the fraud in Minnesota, NGOs and the contracts, that kind of a thing. So I wanted to reassure the public that for Anoka County, and I'm going to reiterate a few things, Commissioner Schulte did bring up that we have an internal auditor within the county. Human Services was recently audited. It came out with flying colors, as well as yearly this county is audited by the state auditor. Within Human Services, we have a whole department dedicated to contracts every year. Their job is to make sure that there is compliance, that things are being done accordingly, people are treated well. So I did want to make note of that. And I believe estimate that the contracts, one of the questions were how many NGOs does Anoka County have? Roughly 300-ish or so. So that is the number. And I will also state too that for many of these contracts and for our department, we actually get funded through federal or state grants. So that's another thing just to take into consideration. But I did want to make note of that because that issue did come up last night. Okay, so to the consent agenda, we have several. Number one is contract C0011887. This is with Sustainable Synergy Solutions for the amount of $299,999. Number two is under Social Services, and there are several contracts with under Social Services and Behavioral Health. That would be contract C0011190. This is to amend with Missions, and this is for the amount not to exceed $575,000. Next is contract C0011931. This is with the Anoka County Community Action Program, also known as ACAP. This is for child care assistance case management. This is to not exceed the amount of $1,067,538. Next is contract C000111912 with Family Wise. And this is for a parent support outreach program. This is not to exceed the amount of $120,481. Next is contract C0011970 with Achieve Services. This is for day support services at rates based on individual client affairs and staff ratio. Next is, and there's not a dollar amount there, next is contract C0011974. This is with Opportunity Partners. This is also for day support services at rates based on individual client needs. Contract C0011977. This is with RISE, also for the day support services based on individual client needs. Next is contract C0011978 with RISE. This is for supported and extended employment services at rates based on individual client needs. Next is contract C0011969. This is with Lutheran Social Services. This contract is for guardianship services and will not exceed $136,976. Next is contract C00-11956 with RISE. This is for adult mental health supported employment, and this amount will not exceed $167,154. Next is contract C00-11954. This is with South Metro Human Services, and this amount will not exceed $130,000. Contract C00-11930. This is with Anoka County Community Action Program, ACAP once again. This is for senior services and the annual amount not to exceed $259,456. All of those were under action item number 2 under social services and behavioral health. Moving on to action 3 for contract C00-11901. This is with Nexus Mille Lacs Family Healing for children's residential services, and this is at a $326.48 per day rate. Action item number 4.
Before we move on to item number 4, I just wanted to make sure I had the contract number. I think you said 11901.
Oh,
Is 11909?
thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Make sure I was just not on mine.
Nope, I misspoke. So number 3, I will repeat that, contract C00-11909.
Thank you.
And that again was for Nexus Mille Lacs for children's residential services. Action item number 4 is contract C00-11902. This is with Canvas Health for disability and aging services, and this is for our 24 hours a day, 7 days a week calls. And this is not to exceed the amount of $278,101.79. Action item number 5 is contract C00-11084. This is an amendment with Missions. This is our board and lodge services. This is not to exceed the amount of $365,625.80. And the last action item is number 6, contract C00-11991 between Economic Assistance and the Anoka County Attorney's Office. This is for ongoing fraud investigation and prosecution services. This is not to exceed the amount of $140,000. And that completes all of the contracts. Before I move the entire slate, I would again just like to thank everyone in this department who is doing this work every day.
Thank you, Commissioner Meisner. And you had so many numbers in there. I'm surprised that you didn't miss on other ones. It was great. There's a lot of numbers to be followed. Do I have a second on that?
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Jepson. Does anybody need to move anything off of this thing? Okay, then we'll go to a roll call vote.
Commissioner Heinrich,
Aye.
Commissioner Brastad,
Aye.
Commissioner Reinert,
Aye.
Commissioner Gamache,
Aye.
Commissioner Schulte,
Aye.
Commissioner Jepson,
Aye.
Commissioner Meisner.
Aye.
And that passes unanimously. Anything else from meeting?
No, I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, that concludes my report.
Thank you. We will move down to the Management Committee and Commissioner Meisner.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Management Committee of the Whole, they met Tuesday, November 25th at 9 a.m. in this building. I was absent again, and thank you, Mr. Chair, for taking over this meeting. There were no public comments, I don't believe, and then again, anyone may issue a public comment at mandy.meisner@anokacountymn.gov. So on our consent agenda today is one item, and this is a proposed update to the Anoka County Personnel Rules and Regulations. This would be effective January 1st of 2026. This is something that is done on a regular basis, making sure that we're compliant and any kind of adjustments that we do need to make. There is them laid out before you. I won't voice all of them. So I will go ahead and move that consent agenda to approve the updates for personnel rules and regulations.
It's been moved by Commissioner Meisner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Jepson. Any discussion? Hearing none, this is a roll call vote.
Commissioner Brassad.
Aye.
Commissioner Reinert.
Aye.
Commissioner Gamache.
Aye.
Commissioner Schulte.
Aye.
Commissioner Jepson.
Aye.
Commissioner Meisner.
Aye.
Commissioner Heinrich.
And that passes unanimously.
Yeah,
Commissioner Meisner.
thank you, Mr. Chair. There's just a few things for under informational. The committee did discuss an employment agreement with David Ziegelmeyer for reappointing David as the county surveyor in transportation. I believe that's coming up later today.
Yep.
And then we did have a closed discussion, so just making notation of that. And the last informational item, this committee did discuss the parking ramp / garage litigation. So with that, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Commissioner. We'll move to Public Safety and Commissioner Brassad.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We have 3 of our law enforcement contracts on the agenda today. The first one being Contract C0011795, the 2026 law enforcement contract with the City of Andover for a term of January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2026. In the amount of $4,203,269. Our second contract is C0011851, the 2026 law enforcement contract with the City of East Bethel. Same term, January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2026. This one in the amount of $1,628,514. And the third contract is C0011849, the 2026 law enforcement contract with the City of Now Then for a term of January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2026 in the amount of $544,855. And I'll move those.
Second.
It's moved by Commissioner Brassad, seconded by Commissioner Heinrich. Any discussion? This is a roll call vote.
Commissioner Reinert.
Aye.
Commissioner Gamache.
Aye.
Commissioner Schulte.
Aye.
Commissioner Jepson.
Aye.
Commissioner Meisner.
Aye.
Commissioner Heinrich.
Aye.
Commissioner Brassad.
Aye.
And that passes unanimously. Any informational items, Commissioner Brassad?
I just thought I'd mention that we have some ongoing discussion right now about possible adoption of different ordinances restricting the types of firearms allowed for deer hunting in Anoka County. So the state, the legislature is changing the laws effective 2026. So it'll be deer hunting of next fall. So we are looking at what we should be doing as a county. We're going to open discussions with the public, open discussions with the cities, and see what makes sense. We have until it's Chief Deputy Jacobson said approximately May to really formalize 5 months, May 5th. So we have some time to thoroughly discuss this and make sure we're doing the right things. We have 2 hunting areas in our county that we want to make sure that probably stay shotgun only due to their proximity to homes and such, but need to look at what it looks like countywide. So we're getting input from as many people and cities as possible, so more to come. So if you're watching this and you have a thought, feel free to give us a call. And with that, that wraps it up.
Thank you, Commissioner. We will move down to the transportation meeting, and we will start with the consent item on highway with Commissioner Jepson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yes, the Transportation Committee of the Whole met on November 18, and no one was in attendance to give public comment. Pardon me, there are 5 items on today's consent agenda. We've already heard this gentleman's name mentioned once. Thank you, Commissioner Meisner. The resolution 2025 TR50. This resolution reappoints David Ziegelmeyer as Anoka County Surveyor for a term of 4 years starting December 14, 2025. The next resolution is 2025 TR51, which authorizes an amendment of the master lease between Metropolitan Airport Commission and Anoka County, as well as an amendment of sublease with Atlantic Aviation due to some minor land use updates that they are making. The next resolution is 2025 TR52. This resolution supports the City of Anoka's local road improvement program grant funding. The city is preparing a LRIP grant application for funding improvements associated with Trunk Highway 47 and the BNSF Railroad Grade Separation Project. The next resolution is 2025 TR53. This resolution authorizes the county engineer to bid on a tax forfeit property located in Lino Lakes to construct a pond and provide stormwater treatment for improvements along Sunset Avenue in the cities of Blaine and Lino Lakes. The final consent agenda item is for the approval of contract C0011686. This contract is a joint powers agreement with the City of Coon Rapids to replace the traffic control signal system and pedestrian ramp improvements at the intersection of Northdale Boulevard and Raven Street. This is a JPA that describes the project cost and maintenance responsibilities for both the county and the City of Coon Rapids. So these are the 5 items on the consent agenda, Mr. Chair, but I would actually like to pull number 3. So I would like to move 1, 2, 4, and 5.
Okay, so we're moving 1, 2, 4, and 5, and 3 will be pulled for us and done as a separate. Do I have a second on the 1, 2, 4, and 5?
Second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Schulte, moved by Commissioner Jepson. This is a roll call vote.
Commissioner Gamache.
Aye.
Commissioner Schulte.
Aye.
Commissioner Jepson.
Aye.
Commissioner Meisner.
Aye.
Commissioner Heinrich.
Aye.
Commissioner Brassad.
Aye.
Commissioner Reinert.
Aye.
And that passes unanimously. Commissioner Jepson, item number 3.
Yeah, I would like to move item number 3 with an opportunity to comment.
Sure. Do I have a second?
Second.
It's been moved by Commissioner Jepson and seconded by Commissioner Schulte. This is open for for comments. Commissioner Jepson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So just a little background information on this one that really is going to be an interesting one and one that we need to really pay attention to. So in 2023, the state legislature passed VMT GHG, vehicle miles traveled, greenhouse gas emissions mitigation legislation, in which any local agency making either increased vehicle miles traveled, increased greenhouse gas, but also grade separated intersection along a trunk highway needs to offset those increases or that grade separation through various mitigating opportunities, and those local agencies need to pay for it, even though it's on a trunk highway. So I contacted AMC, I contacted Joe McPherson, our county engineer, and I believe, and some other county contacts, and I believe this is the first project that will be impacted by that legislation from 2023. I am in full support of this project because of the betterment that it will bring to the community. But I also called the mayor of Anoka just to make sure that they are fully aware of this legislation and fully aware that how this might impact them, because what could possibly be their impact, and this is full on MnDOT's discretion, is that last our county engineer heard the project would cost about $40 million. Well, based on the county engineer working group to see how much these types of projects would be impacted, this could cost the city of Anoka $8 to $10 million. That is a huge price tag for a very necessary project. And so we're just gonna have to keep tabs on how this project moves through the process, how MnDOT puts the mitigation onto the city, what the cost is, and how it will end up. And unfortunately, we've been working on changes to this legislation for the last 3 years because we know how detrimental it will be to local communities who can't afford the mitigation. We agree that focus on climate change and the environment is important, but these worthy projects are going to be paused or prevented due to the added costs. So that's why I pulled this item, just to get that on the record and to make everyone aware to put it on our radar. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner Jepson. Any other discussion or comments? Commissioner Heinrich?
I just want to thank Commissioner Jepson for her work at the state legislature. Really doing a good job explaining the issue to the legislators of what we face here possibly in the future. So thank you for your work.
Yeah, I think this is an important road for anybody that travels. This is 47. It's very congested at certain times during the day. I see your heads going up and down for people that travel it. And I know that they have done some work to take off some of the side roads from entering, and that has helped a little bit, but it is still a tight area that's going through a very residential district area of Anoka. So with this work that is planned for this road from on Trunk Highway 47, it's a good project, but as Commissioner Jepson indicated, there's some expenses that might stop it or do something to it anyways, but I'm glad we're having the conversation. Any other comments? So we have a motion and I have a second. Okay. This is a roll call vote.
Commissioner Schulte,
Aye.
Commissioner Jepson,
Aye.
Commissioner Meisner,
Aye.
Commissioner Heinrich.
Aye.
Commissioner Brassad.
Aye.
Commissioner Reinert,
Aye.
Commissioner Gamache.
Aye. And that passes unanimously. Any other items from that part of the meeting, Commissioner?
No, Mr. Chair.
Okay, then we'll move down to item F, which is the Transportation Chair. Commissioner Jepson.
Yes, thank you. There was a last-minute resolution that I would like to present to the board for approval. It's Resolution 2025 TR54, authorizing the county to act as the project sponsor for the City of Columbus Hornsby Street Improvement Project north of Trunk Highway 97. This will allow the City of Columbus access to $1.5 million to improve their local road. And with that, I will offer the resolution for approval.
Do I have a second? It's been moved by Commissioner Jepson and second by Commissioner Reinert. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Oh, excuse me. This is all in favor? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, it passes unanimously. Thank you, Commissioner Jepson. We'll move down to item number 8, which is a public hearing to obtain comments concerning the Anoka County user fees. And then we have to consider the resolution after we have the public hearing, but I will turn it over to County Attorney Johnson.
So before we begin the public hearing, I'll turn it over to Mr. Corey Camp, the Finance Director, just for an update to the board, and then we'll open the public hearing.
Thank you. Corey, welcome.
All right, thank you, Chair Gamache and County Commissioners. My name is Corey Camp. I'm the Chief Financial Officer of Anoka County. Annually, we are required to hold a public hearing anytime we update our fees. We have gone to an annual process where Finance coordinates with all the departments to bring through the updated fee schedule. And again, in the state of Minnesota, the fee schedules are required to reflect the cost of providing that service to them. It's not about making the money on it, but it's about covering our costs. And so that's what these are. There have been a number of changes. We do annual changes like around salt and sand fees, stuff like that. I know Public Health has a whole host of restructure that they did with their fees, because of how they're doing business, which, and this allows us to do it. I know there's some increases or adjustments in the sheriff's office. We usually update parks around Bunker Beach and golf to be reflective of the market and what's out there. And so this is what's before you. We also do the social services sliding fee schedule so that it matches the federal poverty guidelines, that these are all fees that are before you. And one other comment is, with the federal discontinuation of the penny, we did mention that we are putting in practice for when we collect cash transactions that we will be rounding to the nickel, kind of like many other organizations are. Pennies are starting to become more scarce in getting them from our banking partners, and so that is just a reality we face. So that is our practice. We're not really changing a policy. We're just saying due to the federal action, we are putting that policy in place, and that's only on cash transactions. It doesn't affect people that pay by credit card or check. So with that, are there any questions? And if not, I'll turn it over to Attorney Johnson to hold the public hearing.
Okay, we have Commissioner Reinert has a question for you. Corey?
Round up or down?
That is a great question. The plan is to usually rounding, We hadn't decided to go round up or down, but that's, because if you round down, that's gonna cause some problems, so we'll probably lean towards rounding up. We're gonna let the cashiers make that determination in the transaction that they're working on.
I didn't mean for it to be a trick question.
No, I understand, but that is actually something that has come up, because I know there have been incidences already with some businesses where people have complained, are you rounding up or down? Our goal is to be favorable to the consumer.
All right, thank you.
And if I'm not mistaken, the issue usually is, because if you look at everything here, it's $16, $14. It's usually the tax.
Right, we have some fees that may have a percentage or a tax or something related to a percentage on that we can't control.
Yeah.
You know, but the goal was to make the fees as even as possible, you know, where possible.
Yep.
So,
Okay. Any other questions for Corey? All right, County Attorney Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the county board. I will now open the public hearing portion of the meeting. The time is now 10:20 a.m. And I ask the minutes reflect that the notice of this public hearing was published in the Anoka County Union, according to statute, to inform the public that a hearing would occur during the regular meeting of the Anoka County Board of Commissioners on today's date, December 2nd, 2025, to receive public testimony on an amendment or proposed amendments to the Anoka County user fees as set forth in the published notice of public hearing. Before we begin any live comments or testimony, I just inquire of Mr. Camp or of staff for the county whether any comments were received before today's date.
Mr. Johnson, we have not received any comments.
Okay. What I will do then is call out to see if anybody has attended here to the board meeting to give any live public testimony concerning the Anoka County users' fees. Then the purpose of this part of the meeting is to receive that public testimony. Out of respect for anyone who may be here, we would limit comments to 2 minutes, but that could be extended by the chair if need be. Are there any members of the public who have come to testify here today or to give public comment on the proposed Anoka County user fees? No one has stepped forward. Nobody has signed in. I will call out 2 more times and then close the public hearing portion of today's meeting. Are there any members of the public who would like to address the board on the topic we have today, the Anoka County user fees? And last call, any members of the public that are here to testify or give public comment today on Anoka County user fees? Hearing no comments, seeing nobody appearing before the Board of Commissioners today, I will now close the public hearing portion of the meeting and turn the meeting back to you, Mr. Board Chair, for further action.
Thank you, County Attorney Johnson. We have then item A, which is consider resolution 2025-128 relating to fees for various county services, including fees related to permits and licenses and sales of materials to the public and other government agencies. Do I have an offer of the resolution?
I will offer the resolution.
Commissioner Meiser has offered the resolution, so we have it before us. Anybody wishing to make any comments? Commissioner Schulte.
Mr. Chair, thank you. This is a very lengthy list of fees, and in my many years, I've not seen this many changes. I compliment staff for all the work they went through, of course. The amount of new fees where there weren't fees before is a lot. But there's also many that have been taken out. There's a lot of fees that have been removed, which I am pleased by. But I do want the public to know that in accordance with Minnesota Statute Section 373.41, there must be a reasonable relation between the fee and the cost of providing the service. So there will not be a fee ever charged in Anoka County unless there's a cost to providing that service. So if you're charged a fee, whether it's $12 or $1,000, that's how much it costs us to do that work. So it's really important that the public understands that, because some of our new fees are pretty substantial, but it's because the work we're doing to accomplish that inspection, to provide you that service, costs us that much to do it. Because by law, we can't charge you that unless it costs us to do that work. I just want to make the public aware of that because I did run a business and Anoka County inspected my business. And as a businessman, you hate that. And it grates on you every time you have to pay that bill. But until you're inside government, you don't realize what it costs to do that. So I just wanted to make that comment, Mr. Chair, before I vote aye on this.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Reiner.
Yeah, additionally, I guess I just mentioned too, if you look through the list of fees here, a lot of them are going up 25 cents, 50 cents, and that's just, inflation.
Any other comments or questions? All right, seeing none. I'm going to go back to, let's head here. Is this roll call or not? I didn't think so. Okay, thanks. So we have a motion, or we have a resolution offered by Commissioner Meisner. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, it passes unanimously. Then we're going to move down to item number 9, which is to consider approving employment agreement with David Ziegelmeyer and reappointing David as the Anoka County Surveyor effective December 14th, 2025. He's probably had the most name offered today in 3 different times, so. We're close every time. David, if you'd like to come up. Sure. We'd love to have you.
Before he speaks, Mr. Chair, I'd like to move this.
All right. So we got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
It's been moved by Commissioner Schulte and seconded by Commissioner Meisner. David.
Thank you, Board.
Yeah.
I'll be careful. Thank you very much. So I'd like to explain, this is my second term for Anoka County. 4 years ago, we did this as my first term. It's been a really great experience working with Anoka County and the residents. My staff is a great staff. They're very supportive of the community and the residents. We've used technology to save money. Our GIS program has helped the public with content so they can access everything much easier. I'm just really proud of the work that I have done and my staff has done. And I look forward to having 4 more years to become even more efficient and to help the public even more. So thank you also for all your support.
Well,
and my boss, Joe McPherson, and everybody else in the Transportation Committee.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Well, thank you for all that you've done, and we look forward to continuing to work with you. We'll take a vote, and then we'll see if anybody else has any more comments. So this is a roll call vote.
Commissioner Jepson.
Aye.
Commissioner Meisner.
Aye.
Commissioner Heinrich.
Aye.
Commissioner Brassad.
Aye.
Commissioner Reinert.
Aye.
Commissioner Gamache.
Aye.
Commissioner Schulte.
Aye.
It's unanimous. So any questions? Commissioner Schulte.
David, I just want to thank you too for your work in the statewide organization and your movement to monument not only Anoka County, but the state of Minnesota. It's a big deal. People don't always understand it, and it is a big deal. So thank you for that work.
Well, you're very welcome.
Anyone else?
County attorney endorses the vote.
The county attorney endorses the vote. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you again, David. We'll move down to item number 10. Consider Resolution 2025-129, County Board adoption of the final tax levy and the final operating budget and capital budget for 2026 program year for Anoka County. Mr. Dickinson, you have any kind of presentation?
No real presentation. We did have Truth and Taxation last night. Pretty much, I look at the crowd and I see staff. But the point of the budget that you have here this evening has been a bit of a journey over spring and summer, now fall, of which we do propose a total tax levy of $200,313, or $200,313,737. That is a 9.4% increase over last year. With that, you do have a resolution in your packet. I would stand for questions, or Corey Kampf is also here. He could stand for questions as well. But we push it back to the board. We've talked about this many times, committees. So I turn it back to the board and stand for questions.
Thank you. We did have the Truth and Taxation, as Mr. Dickinson just mentioned, last night, and it lasted about 2 hours. We had a lot of people here in the audience, and they had a lot of great comments and stories to tell about issues with what they're going through. And I know we all listened and understood, and that's what we'll be continuing to work on in the next year to do the best we can to bring our next levy in and see what we can do to help as best we can. I'm going to open it up to the board before we take a vote. Anybody have any questions or comments? Commissioner Meisner and then Commissioner Schulte.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. First, I will move to offer the resolution 2025-129.
Meisner?
And then I would like to comment as well, if that's okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yeah, just, you know, last night, as we've discussed, was Truth in Taxation. We had our detailed presentation then. So anyone who would like to go back to that, please review it. There is a ton of information. I just want to thank staff and all of our directors for bringing us down to 9.4. I mean, frankly, we've had so many things out of our control that have affected our budget. Our original preliminary of 9.9, I did not think that we could get there. So even though it is a small amount of a decrease, that is actually significant in terms of the work that went into it and the hard decisions that our directors and staff had to make around that. There were a lot of commenters last night. It was difficult to hear, but also very useful. I do want to know what's happening in people's lives. But the fact of the matter is we do have to balance and have a responsibility to do this job. Unfortunately, we don't have the option of going out of business, as Commissioner Schulte mentioned last night. And so this is the most efficient, conservative thing that we can offer at this point, in addition to a lot of future investment that we have to make, and also with a multi-year plan to bring our budget to true sustainability. So I will be supporting this. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Commissioner Schulte.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yeah, this is a challenging budget. I want to thank staff, particularly Administrator Dickinson, for his hard work to bring this forward. The finance team, Corey, and your team, thank you very much. It's been a lot of work, and not just for them, but for the county board as well. We had a lot of workshops, and we did our best to bring forward ideas to bring it down. But we didn't get where any of us really wanted to be. We all wanted to be much lower. But it is what it is. This it's been a challenging few years to get back even to this point. As was mentioned, we have a plan for the next 4 or 5 years to get down to where we should be or can be. That doesn't make it any easier this year. There's going to be a hard vote to take. But it's important. When the credit card bills come due, you have to pay them. You can't just look the other way. The money was spent. This bill, this levy, is not brought about by future employees. This is the current employees we have and the benefits we're offering them. This is about health insurance going up. This is about merit increases. This isn't about new hires. This isn't about new FTEs. This is about past employees. That's where the majority of the costs come from. And we made that decision because our employees are our biggest asset. They're important. This isn't about the new jail. This isn't about anything in the CIP. Just about $2 million worth of debt service is accounted for in this levy. So it's not about that. It's not about the new parking ramp. This is about operational costs, not fixed assets. This is not CIP. So it's operations. It's something we have to do. I'll support this levy. Again, I have a history of voting for low levies. Last year, I supported a higher levy because we had to. We got to pay our bills. So I'll support this one as well. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner Schulte. Other comments, questions? Seeing none? Okay. We have a resolution before us, and this is a roll call vote.
Commissioner Meisner,
Aye.
Commissioner Heinrich,
No.
Commissioner Brassad,
No.
Commissioner Reinert,
No.
Commissioner Gamache,
Aye.
Commissioner Schulte,
Aye.
Commissioner Jepson.
Aye.
That passes 4-3. We'll move down to item number 11, consider a resolution 2025-130, resolution adopting a public safety tax levy for the program year 2026. Do I have an offer of the resolution?
I'll offer the resolution.
An offer by Commissioner Schulte. Any discussion?
Mr. Chair,
Commissioner Schulte.
this is a levy that supports the public safety data system. This is put together by the Joint Law Enforcement Council, which represents the cities, the police chiefs, and the sheriff combined. And this is really about the emergency communications and how we work together as a unit better than just about any county, any entity across the state of Minnesota. And this has kind of been an ongoing thing for many years. We had a little bit of a hiatus in between where we didn't levy these dollars. But it is important, and it's something I support.
No, I agree. This is updating the system. So this is the system that we've had for a number of years now, and I believe we used the same levy to pay for it the first time around. But this is an upgrade to it, and it was accepted by the Joint Law Enforcement, and everybody thought this was the best way to, and the use of the money that we could still use it. So, anyone else? Oh, Commissioner Reinert.
So this is the way it was paid for last time. We're paying for it again this time. We're levying these tax dollars from the residents. What difference is it if we just were to levy it with our regular levy or if we levy it through this channel? I'm referring this question to Jim Dickinson.
Actually, this is probably more geared towards your
Corey?
Corey. I can give you an answer, but it probably won't be the best one.
Let's go with Corey then.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Chair, Commissioner Reinert, Commissioners. My name is Corey Camp, Chief Financial Officer of Anoka County. The Joint Law Enforcement Co-op, or Joint Powers, was put together to kind of manage this whole concept of sharing public safety data among all the jurisdictions. And as part of that, a special levy or special statute was passed way back. This started way back, I think it was 2012, 2013, right before I got here is when it kind of went into effect. And that allowed the JLEC to fund capital projects such as software or other types of capital items, very public safety based, through a special levy that would be issued by the Anoka County Board on behalf of the Joint Law Enforcement Co-op. And so this legislation expired in 2023, but we had gone to the legislature and it got extended to 2033. That gives the county the ability to do this for any kind of capital, what's considered a capital type item, which is software is considered a capital item under Minnesota statutes. And so really it becomes that separate levy, and it's held out separately on the tax statement. So it does show, you know, for the special levy, and that was kind of shown last night during the presentation, that the tax statement shows it that this is not just the general county levy. This is a separate levy that the county issues related to public safety for this particular purpose. And so that's really what has driven this all these years.
I do understand all of that, but, and watch it happen. So as far as impact on the resident, though, there is no difference.
No.
Mr. Chair, no.
Commissioner Reiner, or excuse me, Commissioner Schulte.
Yeah, the biggest difference is the constituent can feel comfortable in knowing that these dollars could never be spent on anything else. When they see that line item, it has to be public safety. Anything levied on that column cannot be spent on roads, it can't be spent on social services, it can't be spent on wages, it has to go to public safety capital projects. That's why it went through the legislature, that's why it gets its own separate line item. On your average house in Anoka County, it's $2.90, if on a $500,000 levy.
Any other comments, questions? Commissioner Brasted.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And I think last night, even though we heard a lot of complaints about the significant tax increase, one thing many people kept saying was, we support public safety out here. They want to continue to invest in public safety countywide.
Thank you, Commissioner Brasted. Any other comments? All right, this is a roll call vote.
Commissioner Heinrich.
Aye.
Commissioner Brastad.
Aye.
Commissioner Reinert.
Aye.
Commissioner Gamache.
Aye.
Commissioner Schulte.
Aye.
Commissioner Jepson.
Aye.
Commissioner Meisner.
Aye.
And that passes unanimously. We'll move down to committee appointments. Consider the following as recommended by the Human Services Committee of the Whole. 1, reappointing the following to the Community Health Advisory Committee for terms ending December 31st, 2028. We have appointing Gary Olson, representing District 7, reappointing Cindy Winandy, representing District 2, and reappointing Patricia Olson, representing Community Agency. The second item is appointing Amanda Hins as a special representative of the Children's Mental Health Advisory and Coordination Council for a term ending December 31st, 2028. And the last appointment is consider reappointing Jess Robertson to the Rice Creek Watershed District Board of Managers for a 3-year term ending January 17th, 2029. Do I have a motion to approve all of these?
So moved.
Moved by Commissioner Meisner. Do I have a second?
Second.
And seconded by Commissioner Reinert. Commissioner Meisner, you have a question?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. Just a quick clarification. So under the appointing for A, it's actually a brand new appointment. It's not a reappointment for Gary Olson, and I just wanted to make note of that. Thank you.
Thank you for that. So we have a motion and a second. If there's no further comments, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, the appointments have been made. Commissioner Schulte.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, before we adjourn, I do want to make the public aware that the Regional Rail Authority that this board consists of has the ability to levy and has in the past for North Star and North Star Capital and all the other projects that go with railroad. But that is, again, a zero levy this year, as it has been for the last few years.
Yep, absolutely. As a matter of fact, that's where we're going to go to our next meeting, I believe. Commissioner, I'm sorry, County Administrator Dickinson.
One item, kind of a point of housekeeping, and Brian Francis, very good to bring this to my attention. Apparently, we had a closed session recently relative to a review.
Oh, yes.
You need to indicate at the next meeting whether or not that was a successful review or not. So I'm not looking for much, but you just need to acknowledge I passed the review.
Yeah, they actually sent me an email that I was supposed to read. I think that's what I have right here from Brian. Let's see if I've got that right.
That is if you want me to stick around for a little while.
I've attached the memo outlining a summary for you to reference. Okay.
Maybe Chair Gamache, if I could. We provide a summary. The statute requires that after the closed session at the next open meeting, you provide a summary of the review that you do. The summary is in there under the bold heading, summary for the chair's remarks. And it's kind of long. You can shorten it if you want to, but that's what's been provided in terms of a summary.
All right, summary for the chair's remarks. Here we go. On November 6, 2025, the county board held a properly noticed special meeting for the purpose of discussing the performance of the county administrator. The meeting was closed as authorized by Minnesota Statute 13.05 Subdivision 3A. Pursuant to the same provision, at the next meeting following the closed meeting, the board is required to summarize its conclusions regarding the evaluation. The following is that summary. All 7 county commissioners anonymously evaluated the county administrator's work performance in his first year on the job. Input was given in the form of written commentary and answering questions on a scale. Overall, County Administrator Dickinson scored highly in all categories of evaluation and had ratings of achieves expectations, above expectations, or exceptional from all commissioners. Comments from the written anonymous surveys were positive. The major points of discussion centered around consensus that the County Administrator Dickinson's transition into his new role has gone smoothly and that his leadership is appreciated. Commissioners commented that County Administrator Dickinson has been successful in his role due to his past work experience and knowledge of the county. Commissioners expressed appreciation of how well he works with the board, department heads, and staff. Commissioners explained their appreciation for the county administrator's strategic thinking and straightforward communication style. There is an agreement that the county administrator has done an excellent job in the communicating expectations and ensuring the county runs efficiently. Some commentary from the discussion amongst the commissioners centered around commissioners' desire for the county administrator to continue participating in public-facing events and forums and to focus on the strategic planning of how to take the county to the next level in the coming years. Commissioners appreciated the opportunity to discuss their feedback of the county administrative performance over the last year. I think that wraps it up. Anyone have any comments about what I just read and want to correct any of it?
Who is that guy?
Good job, Jim.
You can use that for your audiobook
Yes.
audition, Chair Gamache.
It was well-written, Brian. Thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much. I liked it. It was smooth. You know, I had to do an event for the adoption event that we had last Saturday, or Saturday ago, and it was great, went well. But they did have to have a translator behind me for some of the people that were in attendance. And I had to tell Eric, I said, you got to shorten these so that I can stop at the right time so the guy can translate. You know, there's a little too long. I wouldn't have been able to do that with that long a thing, but it was well-written. I thank you for that.
Sure, Kelsey provided that for us. So.
Great. Well, tell her thanks. Okay, so now we have done that. So again, thank you, Jim. You're doing a great job, and we'll do that whole thing again next year.
There we go.
If there's nothing else to come before the county board today, we are adjourned. And then we got